Sorry about that.
The Staff of One gets antsy if I don't use it every now and then.
Need to unburden, Hunter? It's hard to watch the village I grew up in being destroyed, along with the lives of everyone in it.
I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done.
Never a dull moment.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional elder god. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on Transian history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
No one's lived through catastrophic world-ending events before? Boring!
This could have happened to any one of us. I hope Nico takes that to heart.
Can you not feel it, child? The end is upon us.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
What would you have me do? Allow you to destroy all of creation?
The Hulk was right. You are somewhat overdramatic. The truth shall reveal itself soon enough. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
When the time comes, my hand will not hesitate.
I pray it does not. You have come a long way, child. Standing before me with such conviction, such belief. You look a lot like him, you know.
What? Wait, I thought we could not talk about him here.
Ugh, God, no, not him. Him. Your father.
I have never heard of you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
Agatha, does something trouble you? Perhaps I can return the favor.
And now you're the one reading my mind.
You used to read my mind?
It's an expression, my dear.
I choose to believe you. So, what do you need?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... Despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha,
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
What exactly did you hear?
Agatha, speaking with you.
I see.
Do you deny it?
I have to.
Why?
Hypothetically, I made a promise to deny it.
To whom?
I think you know.
So you promised Agatha not to tell anyone?
I can see that.
Even Caretaker.
Could be.
But she might change her mind if she knows I can hear her.
Maybe.
And for sake of argument, how soon might she change her mind?
Soon, hypothetically.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
I still can't believe it.
What don't you believe, Robbie?
That our plan failed.
We can.
I dropped 10 cubic tons of rubble on Lilith's head, and she still managed to reform the Darkhold.
She has a hard head.
Magic is right. What's done is done. No use in dwelling on our mistakes. Best to look forward. Think you can do that, Robbie?
I guess I'm gonna have to.
We will find another way to stop her. I promise.
Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor?
Was that the time we fought the 20-foot-tall robot?
You're gonna have to be more specific. I fought a lot of 20-foot-tall robots.
Not sure I can. Seen too much strange action.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Ready to work? See you around.
Hey Doc, I was thinking, what if you or magic opened up a portal and I could create a large-scale moving platform? We could get those poor people out of Transia in no time.
I must say, the dire circumstances of our situation seem to have brought out the best in you, Tony.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're more collaborative and open than usual. You're actually soliciting help from the Sums.
I'm doing whatever it takes to get the job done. It is a crisis, after all.
True, it's just that the difference between your usual arrogance and your current openness is quite, stark.
You know, I think I liked you more when you were quiet and mopey all the time.
Are there any curses I should be aware of?
What have you got for me, boss? Came to the right man. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Later.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared.
MJ, can you please drive by May's house and make sure she's okay? If she turned on the news, she's probably scared. I know you're upset too. Everyone's in the same boat. She won't want you to be making a fuss, so come up with an excuse as to why you're there. Maybe bring her some cookies. She loves oatmeal raisin. Oh, and she probably won't be going out to get her paper, so can you collect the Daily Bugles and bring them in? Maybe check to see if they're running any Spider-Man headlines and ditch those. I can't say when I'm coming back. Hopefully soon? Yes, I'm in a safe place with good people. You can tell that to May, too. MJ, I'm gonna be fine. Promise.
Are you hearing this? It's adorable.
I'm trying a new workout routine. The more I burn off, the more I get to eat.
Poor Wanda. To experience so much loss so quickly.
You feel for Wanda?
Of course I do. It's basic human empathy, especially after everything she's been through.
It is certainly a lot to process all at once.
She'll need support now, more than ever. I mentioned before that the X-Men have always had a home, but I wasn't being entirely truthful.
How so?
Professor Xavier's school was displaced many times. We've always been able to put down roots, but the interim was full of uncertainty.
That could always change. Your home may not be so lucky next time.
Which is why we've got fail-safes.
And if they do not work?
Then we'll start again. I'll give Wanda her space for now, but I hope to be able to give her some comfort.
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just, I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning trying to process it all.
You do not need to apologize to me or anyone else.
Yes, I know you're right. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. Half of me wishes she was here so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
Well, I know she would not want you to throw in the towel before the fight is finished.
No, she wouldn't. She would want us to give it every ounce of strength we have left.
Then let us do just that. Let us kick Lilith's ass back to hell. Show her who's the better sister.
I've been wanting to do that since 3rd grade.
The blood had 3rd grade.
I meant that figuratively. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Cthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.
What's your next wish?
Stay out of trouble. Hunter?
Can't talk long, Hunter. About to transcribe a 4-hour interview.
Is this about your investigation into the new breed vampires?
Yeah. Get this. I talked to a member of the Varney clan.
Really? The Varney line is ancient. Older even than Dracula himself.
Exactly. So as you can imagine, the interview was full of juicy details.
I love a scoop. What is the craziest thing you heard?
Here's one. A number of farmers around Cleveland, Ohio have reported that something is preying on their livestock. Rumor is, it's a vampiric cow.
Eddie. Seriously?
Hey, I know how it sounds, but I saw the photos.
I hope you have something better than vampiric livestock.
Well, here's the real kicker. Originally, I thought Dracula had abandoned his experiments on this new breed because he saw them as inferior, but that might not be the case.
What do you mean?
The vampire I spoke with, who will go nameless due to journalistic integrity, told me that this new breed of vampires have a corrupted or even non-existent soul.
And?
And? Don't you see? You can't kill someone who doesn't have a soul. Dracula planned to raise an unkillable army.
I do not understand.
Come on, Hunter. Hey, do rocks have souls? No, and you can't kill a rock.
Even if that made sense, how do you explain the vampires we have already killed?
They're all the defective vampires. Dracula is still trying to perfect the recipe.
Keep digging until you have a hole big enough to bury Dracula and all his new breed vampires.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Honestly, you didn't even have to tell me once.
This is the first time I've been here since... well, since I had to leave the Abbey.
And?
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
I have nothing to add, but soon, I promise.
That's all I ask. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel, I don't know, anything at all. Instead, I'm just numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
I am very familiar with what you describe.
Really? Who was it for you?
The first Midnight Suns. I last saw them the day of my death. If I had not rushed off to fight my mother, all of us could have survived. When I think of them, there is an empty sadness. I can still hear their voices, picture their faces, but their absence hollows out my heart.
Ah, that's exactly it. And it's reassuring.
How so?
I'm not alone. And that means so much. Well, I should get back to my studies.
Agatha, a
Yes,
moment?
Hunter? And why are we whispering?
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right. What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
Should we tell her?
Yes, this evening. I'll seek you out after the mission. Here I go, stirring up trouble. Feels like old times.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Ready to fight some crime?
can't allow that helicopter to escape. Do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs. Don't waste time. We have to stop that helicopter.
Reading you loud and clear.
They're mine.
That's some move. You're lucky I'm one of the nice ones.
Here's one for ya. Let's change things up. Let's try this.
Nice work.
Here we go.
Wow. I'm glad you're on our side.
We've stopped the helicopter. Clean up the rest of these Hydra thugs.
This usually works.
That's not good.
Engaging.
We will not fail. I'll handle it.
They must really want to piss me off.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Behold their passage.
You've got nothing to fear.
Keep it up.
Hope they're ready.
A feeble effort.
I think you got him.
Don't worry. I'm here to help.
Glad you got my back.
I'm on it. Try and hold out.
Hydra Immortalis! Let this be a lesson to you.
Looks like we're not done yet.
I've got your back.
I may be immortal, but I'm not indestructible.
Target confirmed.
Good one.
They're trying to flank.
Don't blink.
I'm hurt bad.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich?
That's a neat trick.
Hydra Immortalis! For a Hydra!
You want to help out here, or what?
Roger that.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Just be happy I didn't turn you over to Blade. I'm going in. What do you call a private who failed at a boot camp? A Hydra officer. Nice armor. pity if someone punched a hole in it.
Get some!
That's gonna leave a mark.
Where can you go that she cannot find you?
Looks like we've got the upper hand.
Get ready! It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Hunter, hello. Hunter, Wanda is at my shrine, calling out for me. I think she deserves an answer, don't you?
Then we should speak with her.
I'll meet you at my shrine.
Hail, Holy One! Or is it unholy?
The entire Abbey is humming about the Hulk. But I'm sure if Banner were here, he'd be lamenting the Hulk's appearance with us.
Doctor, you do know that Banner is the Hulk?
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Banner and the Hulk share a body, but they are different personalities. And I understand Banner isn't incredibly fond of his greener half.
It sounds like you speak from experience.
I know what it's like to hate and fear a part of yourself you cannot control.
Then you understand what we must do if Banner is not able to assume authority over that half.
I do. And that scares me more than Mephisto himself.
Can you hear me, Fury?
Barely. The damn temple seems to be screwing with everything over here.
Is there any way we can move the civilians out of the area quicker?
We're doing our best. We nearly lost a couple troop carriers flying personnel in over the mountains. And Latveria's closed its borders. That's not helping.
Come on, Fury. Transia's population is, what, 20,000? S.H.I.E.L.D. should be able to handle that in a day.
20,000? Try a couple 100 million. This isn't about just one country anymore. We've got to evacuate all of Eastern Europe.
I could take a Quinjet and be there in a few hours, Fury. Just give the word.
The word is, stay out of it, Cap. Focus on the big picture from there. We've got it handled here.
Not well, from the sounds of it.
Listen, if you think you can...
Fury. Fury!
Damn.
I never ran into a steak too chewy for my caliber.
Hunter, you promised me the truth about Agatha.
I should let her tell it.
Agatha is here? Right now?
I'm right here, Wanda. Can you not see me?
Agatha? Where are you?
Just my voice, then. Better than nothing.
Agatha, There's so much I have to say to you.
Wanda, please. You are my pupil. I shall not have you bear the burden of my death.
I lost control.
No, I did. I pushed you too far, too fast.
Yes, but I have to...
My dear, this isn't the first time you visited my grave. I heard all you confessed. There is no need to repeat it. And there is very little time. Chthon grows restless in his slumber. I can aid you in this fight, but I'll need your help. Both of you. My connection to this world is tenuous. There is a ritual that can bind me to this place. First, I'll need you to retrieve a memento.
I am unfamiliar with any ritual you describe.
It was in one of the books I wouldn't allow you to read.
I read many of those books.
Yes, you were a precocious child. Those books were decoys.
I knew it.
I'm sure you did.
What exactly do you want us to bring you?
Sarah's grief is my strongest tie to the world. This memento symbolizes our tie to one another.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's somewhere in her room. The closer I get, the more painful it is.
A ghost can feel pain?
I'm not thrilled about it.
How should we go about this?
Hunter, you know Sarah better than most. I'm relying on you to search her room and find this memento. Whatever it is.
And what should I do?
Observation and distraction.
So, I'm the lookout while the hunter pokes around Caretaker's room.
I do it myself, but...
Oh, it's no problem. One of my favorite shows involves a weekly heist.
Now, both of you promise me, Sarah cannot know about the ritual. Not until it's done.
Why not?
The more she knows, the less chance we have to pull it off.
I have kept your secret this long.
And I can keep it as well.
Good. I believe in you both.
You can count on us.
Wanda, she already left.
Oh. Well, time to sneak into Caretaker's room and steal one of her heirlooms. Let's go before I talk myself out of it.
You and me both.
Right behind you. Hunter, I'm outside the door. As soon as you find it, I'll give you the all clear.
Wanda?
Hi, Nico.
What are you doing outside Caretaker's room?
Nothing. And I'm not outside her room.
You're leaning against the door.
Oh, I guess I am. But I'm waiting on the hunter.
Oh, for what?
I'm going to confess my feelings.
What?
It's true. I have strong feelings for the hunter.
Did I just stumble into the hottest Abbey gossip since Blade and Captain Marvel?
They're together?
It's complicated, but never mind that. You and the hunter, though? I'm a little jealous, but good luck, girl.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Nah, I'm totally out of Hunter's League. But you? I can totally see it.
You can?
No matter how it goes, find me after. I've got a pint of ice cream with your name on it.
Will do.
Crazy one.
Nico, do you mind if I wait alone?
Oh, right. Good luck.
All right, she's gone. Hurry up. This is harder than it looks on television. How's it going in there?
Found it.
All right.
Wanda?
Coast is caretaker. Hi. How are you, doing?
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Oh, I know the feeling. We should, take a walk around the Abbey.
Why would we do that?
It's good to, get the blood flowing after a long day. So how about we...
Wanda, it's late. I'm going to bed.
I want to talk to you about Agatha.
You do?
Can we take that walk? It's about something she said to me. About you.
Wanda, this topic is out of bounds.
I'm not asking to be forgiven. I know I'll never make it right. But I have a wonderful memory of Agatha speaking fondly of you. It's not fair to keep it from you, so could we take that walk, please?
All right. A short walk.
A short walk. You'll be back in a few minutes, at most.
Let's go. I'd like to get this over with.
That's perfectly clear.
Are you all right?
Just a small cough. Why don't we head through the yard?
Hunter,
Ileana?
what were you doing in Caretaker's room?
Agatha is a ghost. She asked Wanda and I to recover a locket. We need it for a ritual to restore Agatha. Then she can help us all fight Lilith.
That is absolutely amazing.
Tell no one.
Let me join the ritual.
Okay, I will.
Then I saw nothing.
Are you out?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You know where to meet me.
Crazy one says, I've surpassed your number of hours in Monster Hunter World. I think I like the game. LOL. I'm glad you like the game. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think you enjoy Rise just as much. And I have to get through both of those games, so one of these days, that's usually how it goes. I'll just sit down and play and put 8 hours a day into it, and then it'd be nuts.
Buonazua. I never want to do that again.
Confess your feelings prematurely? I know it was not ideal, but the heart wants what it wants.
You know I can turn you into a frog, right?
So you can restore me with a kiss?
Moving on.
So what next?
I'll take the... what was it?
A locket.
I assume Agatha will tell us how it fits into the ritual.
And that I shall.
Agatha, we have Caretaker's memento.
I know. I can feel it. Would you be a most faithful apprentice and place a ward upon it?
Of course.
That's better. Now, do you recall the binding ritual in the Libris Inlicitus?
The Grey Seneschal? But that's...
Forbidden, yes.
I was going to say extremely dangerous.
And I would never suggest it unless the circumstances were this dire.
What is this ritual exactly?
The Grey Seneschal requires an item that binds a spirit to a person or place.
Why is it so dangerous?
Because the first step of the ritual is to destroy that item. And for a short time, the spirit is extremely vulnerable to dissolution, to possession, to destruction.
I am not entirely comfortable with this, but if you are taking the risk, I will support you.
I am so proud to know the person you've become, Hunter. Trust me when I say the risk is worth it. Should the ritual work as expected, everyone in the Abbey will be able to hear me, to see me. I'll be able to help when it's most needed. We do this when the moon is right. But it all falls apart if Sarah learns what we're planning.
Why?
This ritual is one of hers. She made it centuries ago. She knows how great the risks and how slim the odds. And there's no chance in hell she'll allow Wanda to lead the ritual. Yet for us to succeed, Wanda it must be.
No, I can't do this.
Wanda, this ritual's power lies in its inherent contradictions. And what greater contradiction can there be
than for me to restore your spirit to life? But Agatha, if I lose control...
You won't.
How do you know?
Because you're my best apprentice. Because you learn from your mistakes. And because I want you to know I truly forgive you. For that to happen, you'll need to see it in my eyes.
All right.
Now to prepare. Wanda, I'll be in your room. We'll go over every step of the ritual.
I'll meet you there.
She already...
I know. Hunter, do you believe I can do this?
Yes, I have no doubt.
Why?
Because you are the only person who ever resisted my mother's control as one of her fallen.
It wasn't enough.
It was just enough. That is why you are here.
Okay. When the moon is right.
When the moon is right.
No pressure.
Hell keeps raining down on those poor transients.
We're witnessing the biggest humanitarian crisis unfolding in Europe since World War II, and no one seems to have a handle on it. Fury wants me here to handle the big picture, but it's looking more like a nightmare by the minute. I need to be in Transia to help. With no signal, I'm not doing any good standing here.
Before you run off, we need that connection fixed. We have to know what is happening in Transia right now.
My fighting skills are better than my IT skills, but I'll pitch in where I can.
You will be more successful than me. The first time I saw Central, I thought it was witchcraft.
I know I should rest, but that's not happening until I know Fury's safe. Carol and I may be pulling an all-nighter.
Do not neglect your sleep, Cap.
I can either have bad dreams when I sleep or a waking nightmare right here. At least here I can keep my mind occupied.
Hey, look who's awake.
Hunter, want to get your train game on? If not, we can talk a minute. Everyone tells me I've got the gift of gab. How's your mental health? A good portion of this darkness hunting game is mental health and processing intense situations.
I hear people saying steel sharpens steel. But in my case, encountering dark magic only makes me stronger. In other words, this is just a Tuesday for me.
That's an impressive mindset. It's also why I trust you, Hunter. You don't play pretend. Even when the constant battling feels like a grind, you don't show it. Whatever we got to be, to do what we gotta do. Well, it's all sorts of messed up. But hell on earth isn't a garden stroll.
My mother calls it home.
Home is where the heart is. And that's where we drive the stake. We're made for more than driving the legions of hell from the face of the earth. And I know just who I am without that.
Well, Blade, I cannot wait to survive so we can continue our talks.
Ain't that the truth?
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. This is some of my best work. I'm here if you need me.
It says, yeah, I understand that. It'd be cool once you get into it, which I already am into it. I'm a huge fan of Monster Hunter. I just prefer training with team members because once you go through, you know things. And the first time I went through, it was played like a normal game, so I kind of ran it, which wasn't a good idea. But yeah, there's a lot of things you'd like to play with me and see what I think about the fights. It'd be cool. Yeah. Well, that'll probably be a while because you're
All right, Midnight Suns. Time to shake off the past and train to kick some ass.
And we can't rewind the clock and change it, because Dr. Strange lost all his time travel totems in New York.
Oh, so are we just gonna train the pain away?
It works in every single boxing movie I have ever seen.
Are we so desperate that cinema is our inspiration?
We are ants to Chthon. We must fight together or we will fail. Focus!
I agree with Blade and the Scarlet Witch.
This is why we get our asses kicked out there. We're not Avengers. We're lucky to be alive.
It wasn't my intention to insult the idea, Blade. Yes, training together helps us learn how to cover each other's blind spots.
Imagine if Blaze decided to stick with us the whole time. We'd be unstoppable.
Exactly, Robbie. It makes us stronger.
I really don't want to say we are the Midnight Suns or anything like that. It's too cheesy for me. So just consider that general vibe expressed.
Take all that big listening to each other energy and pretend we have to launch Spider-Man across a hellscape of demons and brimstone like he's a football.
Yes, that's the spirit, everyone! Wait, why are we practicing that particular scenario again?
Don't you just want to hop in and show them how it's done?
Only if I can pick the training montage music.
You seem like a 90s teen pop kind of guy.
Maybe something with lots of cowbell.
Disco?
Just because you have adamantium claws doesn't mean you get to knock disco.
Excuse you.
You can't tell with the suit on, but I'm so buff. Insanely
Just watching the rookies do push-ups. Someone's got to run them through their paces.
I know magic, right? Whew, now I see what all the fuss is about.
Time's wasting, Hunter. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. Let's do this. See you around.
Remember to breathe during the hardest part.
Join us, Tony.
Time to take it to the next level. All right then.
We finally restored satellite connection to Transia. Get it up on the screen, now.
Hydra's fist grows tighter around Transia, and now Lilith's twisted children roam free.
A glimpse into all our futures if we fail to stop her.
Those people need to evacuate. Are those Hydra soldiers blocking the bridge?
Not just soldiers. That's...
Hey, Captain Wonderboy! Can you hear me?
Crossbones.
I know you're hiding out in your little fun house, so listen up. No one's getting out of this country except in a body bag. Or unless you're brave enough to swap places with them. So what do you say? You man enough to face me?
Anytime, Rumlow. I can't... Rumlow's taunting me, trying to get me to engage.
He wants you to fight him.
Going to Transia would play right into his hands. Yet I can't stay here and do nothing. Those people need us.
You should prepare for the worst. Because even if you dropped everything and traveled there right this minute, you will not be able to save everyone.
You don't think I already know that? We're wasting time and risking lives by standing here debating it.
So then, what is your plan?
My plan is to stop Rumlow no matter what. If he's gonna fight anyone, he's gonna fight me. After that, I'll make it up as I go along. Rumlow's not going to get away from me again. Not this time. Our Transia situation's getting worse. Hydra's blocking our transports.
Crossbones keeps taunting us. Good. I was hoping for something to do. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Who are we sending on an op?
Remember to scratch my back. It's hard to find weights this heavy at most gyms. Good to feel challenged again.
Our foes will crumble.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
I'm here if you need me.